All right, guys, the reason that this shot looks so amazing is because once again I'm using the iPhone holder that my son bought me. Anyways, I'm going to talk about Vulcan and Safuu and Calf in that order. So first, I usually don't talk about Vulcan, but I just want to quickly address what Blockchain Poodles was saying last night in Pride's live. He feels very strongly about he has a strategy for day one, for like minute one of Vulcan mainnet launch, and what his strategy is, he's gonna sell all of his coins like in the first seconds. He's gonna be waiting there and he's gonna hit the sell button immediately because he believes the price is gonna dip very hard, and then he's gonna buy the dip afterward. This is the riskiest thing you can do, so it is certainly not financial advice. He was just stating his opinion, which obviously everybody's entitled to their opinion, and there are many in the community who feel the same way as him, and there are many who don't. So I'm not saying that he's right or wrong. I tend to disagree. I tend to agree more with what Prado says, that there's going to be many more buyers than sellers, because Prado makes a good argument for that as well, because he says that there's 21,000 wallets right now, but that's probably actually only 7,500 holders, roughly. If you listen to his live from today, he explains it all really well. But because most holders have multiple wallets, like he was saying that he himself has 3 wallets. I have 10 wallets because I opened a bunch for my family. So just because there's 21,000 wallets doesn't mean there's 21,000 individual holders. And Prado was saying that there's going to be potentially like 100,000 new investors coming into the blockchain like immediately, like within the first 24 hours or whatever, first 2 or 3 days. And that buy pressure is going to vastly overcome any sell pressure from the small amount of holders that are there now. So that is the argument for holding. Now, Blockchain feels very strongly about his strategy, and by all means, follow your convictions. And hey, wherever the pieces fall is where they fall, and you'll learn from it either way. And experience is, the mother of whatever, something. Anyways, you get what I'm saying. Like Blockchain Poodles has been in crypto for a long time, so he has a ton of experience backing up his opinions, and sometimes those guys have unpopular opinions that have been in crypto a long time, but they know things that we don't sometimes. I know NR had said something that I thought was crazy, but he was the only person that I had heard say this. He said that he was going to wait to sacrifice, way back when we sacrificed our Safuu for Vulcan. Back in September, he put out a video where he said he was going to wait to see what the price did. And I remember thinking that was crazy. I'm like, no, you just need to sacrifice right away. It's what Brian Legend is telling us to do. Well, if we had waited like he said to, and like I said, he's the only person I heard saying this, if we had waited, we could have 5x'd our sacrifice amount. Nobody knew that, of course, nobody knew that, but his experience told him that maybe I should wait. And I don't know if he waited to sacrifice 100% of his bag, or if he waited to sacrifice 50%. I have no idea, but he's the only person I heard say that. And he's one of those people that has a ton of experience, and sometimes those guys with lots of experience know things that we don't. So I'll just throw that out there. But the other reason I wanted to bring this up is to comfort you. If you are like me and you're just going to hold, don't worry. Either way, like, let me say, if you hold, it's a very safe thing to do. And the reason is, Second Chance Crypto put out a video that I thought was genius, where he was saying that whether the price goes up or down, we win because of the flex rewards. Because the flex rewards are not based on price, they're based on volume. And if, let's say, this is the thing that he thought of that I hadn't thought of. Let's say that the price of Vulcan does dip down to $1, and let's say your flex rewards that day, based on how many coins you have, your flex rewards that day are $100. Well, if the price went down to $1, that means you get 100 Vulcan coins that day. What if 3 weeks later the price of Vulcan is at $100? Then all of a sudden your 100 coins that you got just that one day are worth $10,000. So when the price dips, that's good for accumulation. If you're thinking just a little bit long term, because, a year from now, the price of Vulcan could be in the thousands. 2 years from now, it could be 5,000. Like, If you're accumulating 100 coins a day because the price of Vulcan went down to $1, that's not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing. So don't be too concerned about the price. This is a blockchain and it's going to be absolutely massive. Not financial advice. This is just my opinion and the opinion of a lot of other YouTubers who are smarter than me and more experienced than me, but Vulcan is going to be massive. It's going to be the number 2 crypto. It's going to beat out Ethereum. Anyways, on to Safuu, because you guys most of the time watch my videos for Safuu. So Safuu has been hitting 13 cents every now and then. 13 cents keeps rearing its ugly head. Right now we're just over 14 cents, like right over it. Market cap 2.4 million, liquidity 1.5 million. So what percentage of that? Let's see what the percentage is there, because it's always fun to see. 1.5 divided by 2.4, 62%. 62% of our market cap. Our liquidity is 62% of our market cap. Okay. And our volume in the last 24 hours, hold on, I just lost that. Where did it go? Our volume in the last 24 hours was $4,000. Sentiment is about 50-50. So that's not bad. So sentiment has improved since yesterday. Yesterday was like 90% sells. Today it's about 55% sells. So sentiment has improved. So that's good. That whole USDC stuff got a lot of people worried, but you know what? Crypto bounces back really, really quick is one thing I've learned. I've been watching crypto for about 2 years now, so I'm still green a little bit, but I'm learning stuff. And one thing I've learned is that crypto bounces back really, really quick. It is a super resilient asset. I asked a question in the Safuu Discord this morning that got a little bit of discussion going, because Discord's been a little quiet lately. Because we're just waiting for stuff to happen. Even though there's a ton of stuff going on in the background, for some reason people aren't being very chatty about it right now, because maybe sentiment is a little, I don't know. Anyways, I just asked, is there a new vote coming up? And Elliot said, what for? And I said, buy back and burn, I thought. Elliot said, probably soon, but he said possibly soon, but in the current market conditions, don't think it's doing anything. The middle ground would be to give cash back to large buys and maybe subsidize them. That should be more suitable long term. So I thought in a DAO you vote about everything, but I guess Elliot just decides. Not to be a smart ass, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I thought we were supposed to vote on this. And I just wrote back, okay, cool. Just thought there was going to be a vote about it. And Elliot wrote back, I'm really hesitant about releasing a vote now. I will if there's a huge push from the community, but in the current unraveling of the market, it's not the smartest move in my humble opinion. And his humble opinion is appreciated, but we're a DAO and we're supposed to be voting on shit. That's all I'm saying. And then Bullet was responding to Elliot's comment where Elliot says the middle ground would be to give cash back to large buys and maybe subsidize them. Bullet said, when can we start this? Do you have the buy and sell percent locked in? And Elliot responds to him, don't think we can cash back the sell percent. Not a good strategy. I will introduce the proposal next week regarding that, still thinking it through. We could in theory refund up to 10% on purchase until we reach a certain threshold we allocate. So he's saying that the cash back to large buys, not large sells, just large buys. So it would kind of encourage holding. It would encourage large purchases, but not large sells. And it would be because our buy tax is 14%, and I guess Elliot is saying that they could potentially refund 10% of that, so that for large buys, it's as if they only got a 4% tax. And it would just encourage large buys, which would help. What would it help if it's not really adding much to the SIF? It would be burning, because the burn, how would they give 10%? Because technically, like 6.5% goes right to the fire pit, so they're only getting 7.5%. And of that 7.5%, 25% goes to Brian Legend. I don't know how he would get 10%. I don't know how he got that. But anyways, getting into the weeds here. Elliot said, Elliot goes on to explain why he thinks it should only be on buys, the refund. He says, because refunding sells would do the same as buyback and burn in terms of creating exit liquidity. If we make the numbers right for the buy percent cash back, then we don't have to refund the sells and make up for the incentive to sell. if users wish to do so through buys. I don't know what I just read. And then Maisie says buyback and burn is not going to help right now, especially in small amounts. Fund could be put to better use. And then Bobtail says, as always, any single investor can buy and sell Safuu to burn as much of supply as he wishes. This will add to SIF and eventually build OP funds to the level where buyback and burn makes financial sense. It all starts with the investors first, volume, SIF, CF, buyback and burn. Any other way, you're selling your tools that make you money. So obviously Bobtail is for utilities rather than buyback and burn. And that is, let me see if I got anything else for you for Safuu. I think that's all I got for you for Safuu. Yeah. All right, and then let's look at Calf. What Calf is doing right now, it has been bouncing, back and forth between 2.5 cents and 3 cents. So just having to open up Deck Screener real quick. And I can tell you the automatic market maker is not hitting as hard anymore because that liquidity has gone up a little bit. So I made a $250 purchase yesterday and I only paid 3%. The automatic market maker only hit me for like 3%, I think. So that's cool. So Calf today is at 2.6 cents right now. And with 11,000 volume in the last 24 hours, sentiment is literally 50-50 practically. So that's good. Let's see what else. I'm trying to swipe things on my Android. It doesn't work like that on an Android. And then Keith was saying, it's amazing to see that game news is picking up some serious traction and price action. Hold tight, it will be a fun ride. And Lucky Charms was saying, I see big things coming for Calf. It's going over the moon. And Keith said something interesting yesterday. He said, hello everyone, I have some news from the game developers that Calf is free to make any partnership with any other crypto that I see fit to incorporate into Calf country. And what this allows us to do is utilize the communities that are established on other tokens to facilitate interest into Calf and also Vulcan. So Keith looking into partnerships. And also Calf opened up a store if you want to check that out. Calf Creations. It's calf.creations. Calf. Anyways, you can look up on Discord. Someone was mentioning the USDC stuff, which USDC is fine. Just got depegged. It'll be repegged soon. Nothing to worry about. That's it. That's all I got for you guys. So thank you for watching. I wonder if there is. Let's see. I just saw a notification come up from Elliot. So let's see what that is real quick. But if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm at Oliver78900. And if you could like, comment, subscribe, I always appreciate that. And let me see what's going on. What is this in Safuu? Come on, load. Come on, load. Nope. I don't care what's new. Don't care what's new. Nope. All right. Main chat. There we go. All right. Oh, it's poker tournament. Okay. All right. So that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching.